Welcome to Google Tools. This tutorial is going to focus on Gmail. I am at the Google homepage. I click sign in. If it says sign in, then I know that I am not signed into my account. So I click sign in. I sign in to my account. Now I'm at the Google homepage again, but now my name is here, so I am signed into my account. If you click your name, it says account, privacy, photo, view profile. This is where you can make adjustments to your Google account. I'm going to click account. I can add a picture to my profile. I could add other email addresses, so if I lose my password, I can say send it to this other email address. Let's see. There's security over here. This is where you can have extra password management, two-step verification. You can make your profile private if you click profile and privacy. Lots of stuff. We'll talk about this later. The one I wanted to tell you about is data liberation. If you upload all of your photos to Picasa, or you have your profile data, or if you have a Google Voice, if you have a lot of information on your Google account and you're worried that someday you might lose your Google account, data liberation allows you to download all the data on your Google account so you can back it up and have a copy of it for yourself if you want to delete your Google account. That way you don't lose all your photos or lose all the information that you have stored on the cloud in Google. You can have a backup copy with this data liberation. And that's under accounts. That's under clicking your name in the top right corner and hitting account. Here's where you sign out. Okay, I'm going to go back to Gmail because that's what I want to focus on here. Now, Gmail is highly customizable and has lots of tools. That's why my Gmail probably does not look like yours. I'm going to go over some parts of the Gmail interface so you can understand what you're looking at. This is my inbox. To the left, it says Gmail. If I click there, I can also find my contacts. These are all my contacts. Notice some of them are labeled. You can put labels on your contacts. If I click there again, I can also do tasks. This is where I can type a list of tasks to keep track of for the day. I have my contacts separated into groups, different students, because this is my school account. How I do that is if I am in my inbox, I can click a person or an email, and I can go here to labels, and I can add that person to a certain label. So now that person has the race label, Roland Adult Community Education. So I can also create a new label or manage all my labels, delete them and create new ones, whatever. Some people have more than one label in my inbox, but this is a good way to help you know where the email is coming from. These labels don't all have to be gray. You can change the colors of the labels as well. That's when you go to manage labels. You can show certain emails and hide certain emails. That's what this is for. Here's where you create new labels. But I don't want to get too deep into that right now. We're going over the basics here. Okay, here's my inbox. This is all the mail that I've sent. These are drafts that I've typed but not sent. And this is all those three categories together, all mail. Circles has to do with Google+. We'll be talking about that later. And these are email accounts that I have imported into this email account. Gmail does not use folders like some email clients do. Gmail uses labels to identify certain categories. Now, if I don't have a name clicked, this is all blank here. But if I click a name, I can click on more, and there's more options. I can add a star, I can add an email to the task list, I can mark it as unread, as not important. I could also filter this message. What this means is I have this one clicked, this email. If I filter messages like this, any message from this address to a certain address or that has a certain subject or whatever, I can create a filter and say star it because it's important, or skip the inbox and save it in the archive, or I could say delete it, or I could say forward it to another address. You could do all kinds of things with individual emails. What I usually do is if I have a spam or something that I don't want, like Groupon send me 50 emails a day, I click on the Groupon email and I say delete it, create the filter, and then every time a Groupon email is sent to me, it's deleted and I don't have to worry about it. So creating filters is a good way to keep your inbox clean. Okay, so here we go with the settings. Over to the right, there's a gear, and that is the settings. Comfortable, cozy, compact. This just adjusts the size of your inbox. It's not much of a change, a little bit of a change. Down here is themes. You'll notice I have ninjas with stars here. If you click themes, you have a lot of themes to choose from. You'll see my whole background change here. Mountains. There's a lot of different themes. I'm going to stick with, I don't know, spearmint. How about that? Not too distracting. Okay, now I'm going to go back here and go to settings. These are all the settings available in Gmail. Themes is over here. General settings, the language of your email, how many conversations per page, how many contacts in your contact list, keyboard shortcuts, adding stars, enable undo send. You just have to read through this. There's a lot in here. You can have a default text style so your text looks a certain way every time. You could add a picture. You could have desktop notifications, so up here it will ding, ding, you have one email, and warn you. You can have a signature that all of your outgoing mail has, or you could have more than one signature, or you could have no signature. Show snippets, show part of the email in the list, in the inbox, a vacation responder. You have to hit save changes. If you make changes, you have to hit save changes for them to stay there. But these are the same as most email clients, basic general settings. Labels, we looked at this earlier. What do you want to appear over here? Do you want all these types of email categories listed, or do you only want the inbox listed? If you only wanted the inbox listed, you would hide everything. You see, as I'm hiding, things are disappearing over here. Hide, 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 hide. And that makes it very simple. I just have my inbox. Now I can still go and look at these things by clicking more. But if I want to keep it simple, I can just hide everything. If I want to show something, like I want to see all the emails coming from this address, it adds it in there. So that is the labels feature. Inbox. The type of inbox you want. Do you want important messages first, starred first, priority first, or classic? Do you want markers by messages marked as important? Gmail analyzes your incoming messages to predict what's important, to see which ones you respond to and which ones you ignore. If you get an important message, do you want it to override the filters? If you made a filter for something but they think it's important, do you want them to override the filter or never override the filter? Accounts and import. This is where you can import other email clients' mail into this account. I have email coming from 2 other Gmail addresses going into this Gmail account. I can add another email address if I click that. I can type in my Yahoo account, and if I go through the process, it will import all that mail and contacts. I have here it's checking mail from other email accounts. Here's import mail and contacts from Yahoo, Hotmail. So you can import your mail. You don't have to delete other accounts. Keep them. Don't change your address for other people. Just keep the other email accounts and have them imported into your new Gmail account. Let's see. The next one, filters. I showed you how to make a filter. I have lots of filters. Forwarding. You can forward a copy of all your incoming mail to another address if you would like. Add a forwarding address. I would leave POP enabled. And if you have Outlook, this is where you configure your email. Let's see. I think that's all you need there. Chat. If you're interested in chat, you can put chat on and you could have video chat with your friends. You'd have to have a camera and microphone. Web clips. Don't worry about that. I'll show you that some other time. Labs. These are all the little cool things they've invented for Gmail that you can add. You can enable or disable. Google Docs gadget. I enabled this because it adds a box in the left column which displays all my Google documents from Google Drive, and I could quickly add them into emails if I wanted. A Google Voice player in your mail, so you can listen to all your Google voicemail. Google Maps previews. If you type in an address in an email, this will show a map for that address. Undo send. If you accidentally hit send too soon, this allows you to undo that send. There's little gadgets you can add. So you have to look through here and see what you like. Here's other gadgets. Oh, don't worry about that. Offline. Don't worry about that right now. And themes. Those are the basics of Gmail. There's more, but we'll stop there for now. Explore. Click the buttons. If you have any questions, esljkc@gmail.com.